Welcome to Infidelity Truths. Before we dive into today's gripping story, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more thrilling stories just for you. Let's begin.
It was 2:47 a.m. when my phone buzzed on the nightstand, the screen glowing like a beacon in the dark. I squinted at the message. "Hey, stranger, been thinking of you." 5 words that hit like a punch to the gut. The sender was Mia, my college girlfriend, the one I'd spent years trying to forget. Her name alone stirred something I thought I'd buried. I should have swiped the notification away, gone back to sleep next to Lena, my fiancé, who was snoring softly beside me. But I didn't. I typed back, "Why are you up?" And that was the moment everything started to crumble. Let me rewind. Lena and I had been together for 3 years. We met at a bookstore, bonding over a shared love of sci-fi novels. She was witty, grounded, the kind of person who made you want to be better. We got engaged 6 months ago, picked out a venue, even started arguing over cake flavors. Life with her was calm, predictable, safe. But Mia? Mia was a wildfire. She was all late-night adventures, impulsive road trips, and fights that ended in kisses that tasted like whiskey. She left me 4 years ago, saying she needed to find herself in Europe. I spent months piecing my heart back together, and Lena was the one who helped me do it. That text from Mia should have been a blip, a moment of nostalgia to laugh off. Instead, I replied. It started small, catching up, sharing memories of college pranks, the time we snuck into a concert without tickets. But soon, the text turned flirty, loaded with old inside jokes that made my pulse race. I told myself it was harmless, just words on a screen. But I started hiding my phone when Lena was around, deleting messages before she could see them. The guilt was there, sharp and nagging, but I ignored it. Mia's attention made me feel alive in a way I hadn't in years. A month later, Mia said she was back in town. "Wanna meet for drinks?" "Just to talk." I hesitated, my finger hovering over the keyboard. Lena was out of town for a work conference, and the house felt too quiet. I told myself it was just catching up, nothing more. So, I said yes. I didn't tell Lena. I wore the leather jacket Mia always loved, the one I hadn't touched in years. Seeing her at the bar was like stepping into a time machine. Same wild curls, same mischievous grin. Drinks turned into a walk by the river, then hours talking in a diner. I don't know when talking turned into her hand brushing mine, or when that brush became a kiss. It was electric, wrong, and I didn't stop it. For a moment, I was 22 again, reckless and invincible. The next morning, I woke up hating myself. Lena called, her voice bright, asking how my night was. I lied, said I'd stayed in, watched a movie. The words tasted like ash. But I kept texting Mia, chasing that rush, convincing myself I could keep both worlds separate. It went on for weeks, secret calls, stolen moments. I told Lena I was working late, but I was meeting Mia in dive bars and hotel lobbies. Then came the weekend. Lena planned a surprise. She'd booked us a cabin in the mountains, a pre-wedding escape. I panicked. All I could think about was Mia, how I'd miss her texts, her voice. So I lied again, said my boss needed me for an urgent project. I stayed in the city and spent the weekend with Mia. It wasn't just cheating, it was betraying the woman who loved me enough to plan a future with me. Lena called once, left a voicemail. "Miss you, babe. Can't wait to see you." I listened to it while Mia slept beside me, my stomach twisting. The guilt was suffocating, but I couldn't stop. Until a week later, when my phone pinged with a message from an unknown number. "Thought you should know what Mia's really like." Attached was a screenshot of Mia's text to someone else, planning a date the same weekend I was with her. There was a photo, too. Mia laughing with another guy, her arm around him, time-stamped from our weekend. I felt like a fool, used, disposable. I came clean to Lena that night. I told her everything, the texts, the meetups, the lies. She sat there, silent, her face pale. When I finished, she didn't yell or cry. She just looked at me, her eyes empty, and said, "I need to think." She grabbed her keys and left. The quiet was worse than any argument. Mia texted me the next day, claiming it was a misunderstanding, but I blocked her. It didn't matter. The damage was done. Lena moved out a week later. I begged her to stay, sent apologies, flowers, voicemails. She never answered. When we finally met to talk, she looked at me like I was a stranger. "You chose her over us," she said. I can't unsee that. She handed me back the engagement ring and walked away. Now, months later, I'm alone in an apartment that feels too big. I still have Lena's voicemail saved, the one from the cabin weekend. I play it sometimes, torturing myself with her voice, so full of love I didn't deserve. One text from Mia, one stupid reply, and I lost the best thing I ever had. People say I'll move on, but I don't know if I can. Some choices don't just break things, they burn them to the ground. If you ever get a message from the past, think hard about what you're risking. Some mistakes don't let you start over.